Well, hello. It's certainly nice to see you all, and it's certainly nice to be seen. It is Wednesday, May 5th. So, Cinco de Mayo, not really anything important to me in terms of drinking and tacos and all of that stuff, but I'm here. And I told myself that I wouldn't get emotional, but yet here I am in this beautiful space that Christopher and I have created after 2 years now. We had our anniversary on Saturday. Thanks to you all, those of you that come here and practice in person, and those of you that join us online and send us your love, and those of you that have sent donations, all so very greatly appreciated, because we're still here and we're going to be here when all of this craziness that is happening in our world is done. We will be here providing yoga for you. We'll continue with the videos. They'll continue to be free. And I just wanted to give you an update about me. So some of you may know and some of you may not know. I have had a lifelong battle with Crohn's disease, 30 years I think at this point. And I have just, as you might have noticed with my weight loss and bruising from IVs at the hospital, had a couple of stays. I was up in London at University Hospital for a week being treated for a kind of lower abdominal abscess and some stricturing that's happening with my Crohn's. Luckily, my doctor and my team of doctors have decided that a surgery is not imminent right now, so that makes me happy because surgeries are hard to recover from. But going into the hospital, I was put on high doses of prednisone, which is a steroid, to try and reduce the inflammation, and a couple of different antibiotics. Almost immediately, I felt amazing. One day later, I was great. And I spent the whole week, those of you that are in touch with me through Facebook, and those of you who aren't, friend me up. Check out my story, because it was an amazing week of love and healing and positive thoughts coming from all over the world. And I felt it, and I felt great. And I came home with Chris a week later, and the highs were still there, and these weird kind of lows started to creep in, and I just thought it was, part of the process, and I kept saying to myself, trust in the process, Susan, and it all kind of culminated in a terrible car accident with Chris and I, where I rode my car into him head on, thinking somehow that I was saving him. So, needless to say, I got taken to Hotel Dieu, or Windsor Regional Olette Campus is the new name for that hospital, but those of you Windsorites know it well as Hotel Dieu. And I was checked in under a Form 1 because of my psychotic, if you would call it, anything but state. And it was determined that some drug interactions had caused this, whether it was the high doses of prednisone or the Cipro antibiotic that I was on, even the Flagyl that I was taking. All of them can have these kind of psychosis-like side effects. So I drove head on into Chris's car. Both of our cars are totaled. Because I'm the owner registrant on both the vehicles, they're telling me that one of the cars, which is Chris, will not be covered whatsoever, which is crazy to me, and I'm gonna try to see what I can do about that. I'm gonna fight it all the way, because I don't think that it's fair. It wasn't my fault. I did not do it on purpose. And so after a few days in the hospital at Hotel Dieu, even after a day, once the drugs kind of started to come out of my system, I started to feel more like myself. And I'm still coming back from that. And I think more it's in weight and muscle loss at this point. I have what is known as gastroduodenal Crohn's, for those of you who don't know what that is. It's the rarest form of Crohn's. It hits in the upper system, so stomach. My pyloric valve is pretty badly affected by it, and so is my whole duodenal area. And now it's kind of progressed into the first 20 to 25 centimeters of jejunum, which is the next part of your small intestine. So there's your little anatomy lesson for the day. So I think all of the drugs that I'm taking right now are kind of wreaking havoc on my stomach, so I'm just trying to baby it a little bit. And I'm taking good care of myself, and I'm going to start slow into a gentle practice as I've done this over and over and over after every hospital stay. It's like I come back onto my mat and I have no strength, but the strength of my mind and the strength of my heart is oh so strong. And I thank a lot of you for that, all of you really. Those of you who support me, those of you who love me, those of you who have reached out, those of you who have sent food, those of you that have done so many different things. I feel so loved, and I feel so embraced, and I feel so taken care of, not just by Christopher and Nisa and Topher and my mom and dad and sister and Chris's mom and Chris's dad. Like, all of my extended family has just really embraced me and has kind of kept me in their hands and made me feel safe, like a little tiny bird that fell out of the nest. And so I'm back, and I just wanted to let you know that, and I just wanted to thank you. And the plan is that Christopher and I will be here tomorrow. We're going to set up our mats and do like a nice short practice. Unfortunately, Christopher fractured his wrist in the accident, so he's kind of out of commission for 6 weeks, but I can put weight on my hands. We're going to do modifications for him, for somebody who's got a wrist issue. We've had some broken wrists and sore shoulders in the studio over the years, so I'm going to work my magic and see what I can do. And I look forward to seeing you all really soon. So thank you for everything. The divine light within me truly, truly honors and embraces that divine light within each of you. So namaste, friends, and we'll see you soon.